Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Random, and today I just kind of wanted to talk about procrastination because I know a lot of people struggle with it, and by no means I'm not an expert on this at all, but I just want to kind of wanted to talk about what I found that's helped me, and maybe if you might, when you guys listen to it, it might help you as well. So basically, procrastination, what I feel like happens is people try to give themselves a really massive task, and that when they do that, they basically, their brain is basically thinking about all the little details and things that they need to do to accomplish such a task. And with that comes so much effort. You create so much effort in your mind that like, all the things that you've got to do, and that basically stops you from doing it effectively. So like my advice to you immediately would be, instead of you trying to focus on the bigger picture of what you're trying to do, go smaller. People I know always go bigger than what they should, and it's I don't think it's right, because for me it's not. I mean, sometimes it might be, if it's not for everybody, sometimes people will read it different, but for me, I just feel like when you're trying to start a task, try and go very small. And what I mean by this is, say for example, if you picked, because I'm trying to learn to draw, right, and if you were going to pick up to try and learn that skill, you don't start by drawing a whole masterpiece. You don't do that, right? Because it's just too much for you at one time. Obviously you've just started, you need to learn. So what you would do is you would draw literally a line on a piece of paper, right? Get a pencil, draw a line, and then draw over it again until you get it until it's a straight line, and keep doing it until you get a straight line. And then you move on to like drawing squares and then triangles and drawing shapes like that, and just the simple things, very simple steps, and those simple steps lead to the bigger thing. And it's the same with anything. I mean, a while ago I was training, I was going running with someone, and they would immediately go, oh yeah, we're gonna go running, and we're gonna run 3 times a week, we're gonna go this. And I immediately said to them, why don't we only start with like 1 day a week? Because I started training, and when I started training a while ago, I knew that I did this in small steps. I only did it for like an hour a week or something like this, but I'm still training now, and that was years ago. So the smaller the steps tend to be, the less effort that's required to put into it at the start, obviously, and the more like the further you go in the steps, the more effort you can put into it, because the more your brain gets used to it, right? But at the start, your brain just isn't used to that abrupt change. It just isn't used to that. So don't give yourself all this ginormous task, okay? Just start with the small stuff, and that should help you with your procrastination. Sometimes they're typical. If you watch my other video on overthinking, there does sometimes tend to be emotional reasons for why we won't do things. So there might be a negative reason for why you won't do something. I'm trying to think of like an example on the spot right now for like why. So say for example, maybe, I don't know, you start training and you get up the next day and you're aching a lot and you're in pain. Maybe that's like a negative reason for why you won't do it again. That's fair enough. But you kind of have to try and get over that in a sense, and try and make basically show off the positive reasons, like I said beforehand. If you didn't watch my overthinking video, watch that one, because it kind of ties in hand in hand with that. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of advice on procrastination, and if this advice helps you, then you can go off and do it whatever you want to do, because there's nothing worse than you trying to want to do something and you just can't do it because it's kind of almost like something is in your way. So if this ends up helping like 5 people, then that's 5 extra people that they can go off and do whatever they want to do, right? But so yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Then thank you very much, guys, and bye.